In this tutorial, we're going to cover creating your landing page within EM4C. Now, what we mean by creating your landing page is taking an existing form, an existing web form that you've created within your EM4C account and embedding that into a landing page that you've also created within your EM4C account. So we're assuming two things here. We're assuming one, you know how to create a web form within EM4C and that you already have one created. If you don't know how and you don't have one created, you need to make sure you watch the tutorial on creating web forms and have your form created before you try to complete your landing page. The second assumption is you're familiar with going in and creating a new template or email campaign and making your customizations there, because that's how we're actually going to get the copy for the landing page customized to the way we want it so it's ready to publish to the internet. So first off, let me point out that we always recommend our clients when they're going to create their landing pages using EM4C is to log into your account twice. Now you can either open up two different browsers, or as you can see in this example, I've got two different tabs open up here and I'm basically logged in to my account twice. This is going to come in handy when we go to actually copy the form HTML code and embed that into our landing page, which is one of the final steps of getting the landing page ready to publish to the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. And again, we're already assuming that we have a form created. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is to create the landing page that I'm going to want to publish to the internet. I'm going to start by going up to the template section here, and I'm going to select create a custom template. Now here it asks you to give the template a name. So in this example, I'm going to use Go Green Landing Page. And now I'm going to go ahead and in the email template option here, I'm going to scroll through the available designs until I get down to the section for web landing pages, and you can see the sections are categorized. So once I get down to the W's, I will see the Go Green rebate. Now this is the page I'm going to use. So once I got it highlighted, I want to go ahead and click on Next. And this is going to take me to the WYSIWYG editor. Now here's where I can actually make the edits to the landing page, so I can insert the copy and I can have it say what I want it to say in order to publish it to the internet. You can see, just like customizing any email campaign, I can go in here, I can make my text edits for what I want the landing page to say. In this case, I want to make sure I got my service area, Williamsburg, in there, and you can see that this copy was actually written by our professional writers, and we recommend that you use it as like a starting point or a boilerplate for a landing page that you're going to do. And you can see that we try to get the city or service area in here as much as possible for two main reasons. Number one is when a user lands on your landing page, they're able to determine what cities and service areas that you perform your work in. And number two, it also helps as for search engine optimization of the actual landing page, because it's going to be considered like a keyword. Same with listing out the services, any services that you may provide. So once I go in here, I make my customizations and I get the copy the way I want for my landing page and get it ready to publish to the internet. So the final step is actually copying our form that we have created and pasting it here in our landing page that we've customized. And you can see in these landing page designs, we put a little image in here that we say, this is the placeholder for your form. So what you're going to want to do is first left click on this image once. So basically what I did, I just put my mouse over the image anywhere, I left clicked it once, and you can see that these boxes now appear. That lets me know that the image has been selected and is active. So now this is when it comes in handy to have that second tab open, because what I want to do is I want to go up here to my other instance where I'm logged in, and I'm going to actually navigate. I'm going to go to up in the top right hand corner to where I have my forms. I'm going to navigate to my Go Green landing page form that I have created. So basically what I do is I click the Get HTML button, and now my form appears. All I really need to do is left click once within this box anywhere, and that automatically highlights all the code in there for me. And so now I can either hit a Control C, or I can right click once and I can select the copy feature. Once I have all the HTML code copied from this screen, I want to go back to the editing screen where I'm actually creating the landing page itself. And again, you can see that we've got this image highlighted here, and I did that by left clicking on it once. And once you've got it highlighted, you're going to go ahead and hit the delete key to remove that image placeholder. And you can see my cursor is still blinking here in the center where the image holder used to be. I don't want to move it at all. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert what we call a text placeholder. And this is going to tell us exactly where we're going to paste the code that we just copied from the other screen. It's going to tell us where we're going to paste our web form code. And what we recommend our clients to do is to place 3 capital X's in a row, no spaces. And once you've done that, the next step is to go up in the toolbar options here and click on this HTML button, and you're going to see Edit HTML Source. That's going to open up the actual HTML source. It's going to show us all the code that is used to actually create this landing page. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find where you put those 3 X's, and that's where we're going to put the code. Now the way you do that is once you have this window open, you hit a Control F, and this is going to bring up a find screen. And I'm in Firefox browser right now, but Control F basically works the same for most of the browsers. And it brings up this find feature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the find feature exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 3 capital X's. And if I hit the next button, it's going to go all the way through that code, and it's going to show me exactly where those 3 X's reside within my code. And you can see it's almost towards the bottom there. So once I've got the 3 X's found, all I do is highlight them. And again, we still have the code copied from the other screen. And if I right click, I'm going to be able to do the paste feature, or if you do a Control V, you're going to paste the code right there for your web form exactly where it needs to be. Once I see that it's gone in there, I hit the update button. That takes me back to my landing page, and I can see now that my form has been embedded in the appropriate place within my landing page. And at this point, I can continue to make any customizations that I want. For example, if I don't want this little email marketing by EM4C down here, all I need to do is highlight that and hit the delete key. That'll remove that. Any edits that I want to make up here, for example, if I don't want this to say first name, I just want it to say first, I can go ahead and delete that out of there, just like I'm making any other edits to the landing page itself. It's very much like working within Word. So once I have the landing page and the form ready to go, and I have it the way I want it to appear, I can click this little preview button, and that's going to show me what it's going to look like. And I'll point out before I do this, you might see a little jaggedness in the view within the WYSIWYG editor. That's okay. As long as you go up and you hit this preview button, you're going to see exactly what it's going to look like when this page is published to the web. And you can see up here in this area that little jaggedness in the image there is gone. It just appears in our WYSIWYG editor view here. So once I've got my copy customized and I've got my form embedded into the landing page, I just need to go up and hit the Save and Exit button. This is going to take me back to my View Custom Email Templates page here. And here I can see my Go Green landing page that has just been created. And if I want to go ahead and click on the View option, that'll show me what this is going to look like when it is published to the web. I'll go ahead and close out of that. And so the final step is actually copying the code from this landing page and publishing it to the web. Now, there's a couple ways you can do that. Number one, if you have a web developer or web designer, you can copy the code out and give it to them and let them publish that to your new URL that you may have gotten, or an existing website URL. Or you can also watch the tutorial that we have on publishing your landing page to the internet. But basically what you'd need to do is you need to go ahead and click on this Edit button. And it's going to take me to my template details screen. And here I can change the name of the landing page if I wanted, but I'm not going to in this example. So I click Next. That takes me back to this edit screen that will look familiar to you. Now you can see we don't have to do any edits here because we've got it looking the way we want to. All we need to do is go up to this HTML button I'm going to copy everything that appears in this HTML source editor. One way to do that is to just highlight everything within the window and select the copy option, or if I hit Control A, it'll automatically select everything in the window. Control A, Control C will copy it, or I can right click and select copy. Now I've copied the code, and this is the code I'd want to give to my website developer or designer, or this is the code that I'm going to use myself to actually publish the landing page to the internet. Again, you can watch our tutorial on publishing landing pages to the web if you're not familiar. And it's as easy as that.